it is officially in. The NFC and AFC playoff pictures are as clear as can be. You can see it. You got the Chargers, you got the Texans, you got the Steelers, you got the Ravens, the divisional rematch. You got the Broncos, you got the Bills. On the flip side, you got the Vikings, you got the Rams, you got the Commanders, you got the Bucks, and you got the Eagles, Shady's Eagles, and James Jones' Packers.
Oh, he's not playing them today. Hey,
I'm surprised you showed up today,
before
man.
we start today on the facility, can you be honest and say that the Eagles
We're in trouble.
guarantee? Oh, I didn't finish it.
Can we get a bet?
He bet not
You
fix
just
this
trying to take my money now, man. You haven't seen us lose to the Bears. You just trying to give my money to Shady?
a big
Come
bet,
on,
dog.
dog.
We laughing and all that. We're gonna smoke them boys.
You think so?
Dude,
Is Hurts coming back?
They lost
Shady
to Caleb
sources?
Williams and the Bears. And not a must-win game, but I would really like to win a game.
Yeah.
It was definitely I would really like
You
to
didn't
win.
want to go to Philadelphia. Come on.
And now you got to go to the link, the home of LeSean McCoy. Hey, Shady, now that you've seen the
Hey,
playoff
hold on, though,
picture,
before you get started, because I know he pumped his chest out and all that. Last time we did come through the link, though, we did send y'all home, just so y'all know.
How long ago was that?
It don't even matter. I'm just letting y'all know we ain't scared to go there now. You know what I'm saying?
Now that you've seen the playoff picture, you see the path, you know who has to go where, you know how they have to get there. The Lions, they have a bye week, that's big for them. The Eagles, they get the Packers, a maligned Packers team. Shady, who do you think is the Super Bowl favorite now that we've seen the clear picture?
Ooh.
It's the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs. You didn't expect that, huh? You didn't expect that?
No, I expect
I'm going with the three-peat. I'm a huge Andy Reid fan. He gave my opportunity in this NFL, right? And besides being biased, but if you look at him, all they do is win, right? At their worst last year, they lost 5 games regular season. They won the road in the playoffs, and they beat everybody. And everybody doubted them. The same thing this year. Oh, they're not that good. They're barely squeaking these wins by. This, that, and the third. And all that happened last year, the same is going to happen this year. It's going to end with red confetti. You're going to see Andy Reid do something nobody has ever done before, and that's a three-peat. Now, I will say this, though. The Chiefs versus the Eagles. That's what's going to happen.
Here's what's interesting. I actually think it's the Eagles after looking at the playoff picture. Because the Eagles got an injured Packers team. Christian Watson carted off the field, so there goes their deep threat. Jordan Love didn't look great yesterday. The Packers, obviously, they didn't look great yesterday. But then after that, you got the privilege of probably playing maybe a Commanders team, maybe a Bucks team. Like, you likely won't see the Vikings. It's probably going to be a Commanders team or a Rams team. So you got the privilege of playing one of them. The Eagles, I believe, are going to have the easiest path to the Super Bowl. Likely they're going to have to face the Detroit Lions. Don't have to see what Detroit's talking about. But after actually looking at the pictures, I think the Eagles actually should be the Super Bowl favorite.
I have the Eagles in the NFC, actually. I did both. I was like, the Eagles, even after the Lions' dominating performance last night, like, I just think the Eagles, top-down, roster-wise, and I know what Aaron Glenn did with that defense last night, I think that's going to be their weak point going into the NFC playoffs. But, like, let's be real. How are the Chiefs not the favorite right now? They says the Lions are the favorite? The odds? What are we talking about? Guys, it's never been done before. It's a three-peat. And you got Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes on that side of the ball. Look, we haven't seen Patrick Mahomes, and we won't see Patrick Mahomes for 24 days from the last time they played. Now, I don't think Russ is going to play an issue, but, guys, they got to win one game at home to be in the AFC Championship game. Like, let's be real. And I just think that the Chiefs are sort of glad that the Bengals didn't make the playoffs, to be honest with you, because that was their Achilles heel. However, they didn't make the playoffs, so now we're talking about the Chiefs. It's got to be the Chiefs to be the favorite. They've been the most consistent team, the best record in football from the jump. And nothing has changed for me.
Real quick, the Bengals. They didn't make the playoffs for a reason.
Stay at home.
Come on, they watch the show with us.
Super Bowl favorite, that's like to get there?
Who gonna win it? Who do you think should be the favorite?
Who gonna win it?
Yeah.
Well,
so torn.
Yeah, because, I mean...
She only one answer, though.
It's hard.
We all play this game.
Who gonna win it? I mean, it should be your answer.
Anybody can win.
But
who gonna win it? Come on, man.
But my answer is the Detroit Lions.
Okay.
I think we are sleeping on the Detroit Lions, man. And I think Jared Goff is playing elite football right now, and I don't think we put a lot of respect on his name. And then you got the young phenom running back in the backfield. The O-line is bullying people. The defense, every time we talk about the defense, they somehow show up. Every single time we talk about them. And it may not be holding teams to 9 points like they did yesterday. It may be getting a couple takeaways. But everything has to come through Detroit. Detroit is scary at home. They're in 4-down territory right after the kickoff. They are really scary at home. The offense is elite with Ben Johnson calling the plays. Jared Goff is playing elite football, and I believe Jared Goff is playing the best football at the quarterback spot in the NFC. And I'm going with the hottest quarterback in the NFC playing the best football. And it's a harder path for Patty. Even though Patty and Andy Reid, they make all this stuff look easy, but you still do got to go through Josh. You still do got to go through Lamar. And I know he has beaten them, but it's not quarterbacks like that in the NFC that Jared Goff truly got to go through.
Can we be a little bit like and everybody has like a good take here, but I'm just saying like I can make all these different reasons why other teams should win than the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But like at this point, we got to be more of okay. We played this game and until somebody actually go out there and beat these guys, because I don't care who looks better.
Yeah,
I don't care who offense. Like I don't care about that because we watch teams look better than them, and they find a way to win. And it's like, let's make sure that Jason is really dead before we move on to anybody else. That's all I'm saying.
That's well said. No one who played running back over there.
Lot. Bro, Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the best running backs playing right now today, and he's only in his second year. You know how crazy that is going to be, right? When he start really, like, understanding what's really going on, because your first year, you don't know nothing. Mm-hmm. Your second year, you get better and better and better, because the thing with him is he hasn't had the full load yet. So I'm still learning. Now he's getting it. Ooh. By his third year, I'm telling you right now, he's going to be top 3 easy. Man. It's going to be hard to beat the Lions. And they made a big statement. I think the big statement they made is just, hey, look, man, we for real. Yeah. We win games. Defense, offense, I don't care how it looks. If it's ugly, if it's pretty, we find ways to win. If it's throwing the ball, if it's running the ball, whatever it takes to win, we're going to do that. They're one of the most selfless teams out there, right? You look at this, the way they play, who makes plays this game. Sometimes it's not Jahmyr Gibbs. Sometimes it's wide receivers. Sometimes it's tight ends. Whatever it is, they are getting it done. You talk about injuries. I'm like, okay, well, what makes this team not that good? I got to go to the defense. Well, last night, they showed me something. They showed that we can win with anybody. If the guys hurt or not hurt, they're playing, not playing, they win games. They're coached very, very well, and they're super aggressive. The last thing is when I watch the Lions, they all have the same identity. They are tough.
Yes, they are.
From the wide receivers, no disrespect to wide receivers, but a lot of times they don't really block.
Yeah.
Right, and I get that. I would say, hey, coach, we run the ball where? Hey, let's switch Deshaun, put him on the left side. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Not with the Lions.
Yeah.
How many times I've seen St. Brown come in there and block?
Yeah.
Linebackers, safeties. Yeah. They win games, man. They're a good team. We're going to beat them, though, eventually, but it's going to be a hard game.
Man, I was watching a game, and I realized the Lions are better at being the Lions than you are. And that's the statement they made. Like, the Lions beat the Minnesota Vikings off the Lions' reputation. The Vikings played a game that they weren't actually in. Aggressively. Over-aggressively. Yeah. Vikings, y'all don't do that. Yeah. Y'all realize Kevin O'Connell in 50 games has gone for it on 4th and goal twice. And yesterday, through 3 quarters, he went for it on 4th and goal twice. The Vikings were playing the Lions game. The Vikings were not playing the Vikings game because the Vikings let the Lions' reputation beat them before they ever actually got into the ring with them. I'm reminded of any time anybody fought Mike Tyson in his heyday. If y'all have watched any Mike Tyson documentaries, the opposing fighters would talk about how they had this different plan. Okay, we're going to rush Mike Tyson. Okay, I'm going to let Mike Tyson stall himself out. Not realizing you lost to Mike Tyson before you ever stepped in a ring with Mike Tyson because you weren't fighting your fight. You were fighting Tyson's fight. That's the statement the Lions made to me. I'm watching this Vikings game, and I'm like, if y'all would have kicked the 2 field goals like y'all normally do, y'all would have been up 12-10 in the 3rd quarter and made the Lions play from behind. But instead, you anticipated a high-scoring game that it was never going to be. So the Vikings ended up playing a game that they weren't actually in. They ended up playing a game that they thought they were going to be in because of the Lions' reputation. That just speaks to how great the Lions are. They beat you in your head before you even step on the field.
I think the Lions made a statement that they're one of the best teams in the league. And when you look at the game and you really break this game down, the Lions offensively last night were average. And we say average, and we're like, but Chase, they scored over 30 points. They're averaging 33.3 points a game. Lions have scored 564 points this year. It's the 4th most in the history of the game. They were average. Their defense was excellent, and it starts with Aaron Glenn. They had an amazing game plan from the start. They said, we are going to match up with Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson. We're going to play man-to-man, this 2-man, 2-high safety look. We're going to double them, and we are going to get pressure consistently on Sam Darnold and make Sam Darnold look like the regular quarterback we all thought he was, except me. Okay? And
I love this take you're doing, Chase.
And look, and that's what's crazy about it is, like, Sam Darnold has one bad game, but you got to look to that defense and if their defense can play like this, because the Vikings were a very good offense, make no doubt about it. Scoring points at a high rate, KOC's coming up with crazy game plans. If the Lions defensively can play like this and they reminded me of like the bend don't break defenses of the past, where we've seen teams win like hey, you're going to give up yards, you're going to get into the red zone, just stop guys on fourth down. They were 0 for 3. Minnesota was on fourth down, and they were 0 for 4 in the red zone. Like, you do that and you get some takeaways, I think they can make a run at this thing. I mean, obviously they got to get through Philadelphia, but just huge props to Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn's going to be a hot name in this hiring cycle because of this game plan alone. He's playing with third-string corners, guys. And he's able to do this against Sam Darnold and 2 of the best receivers in the league. I love the Lions right now.
Hey, Jam, next block, we want to do that. Sam Darnold after you take right here?
We got our film and all that. We're going to break down on
You going to the big board.
Sammy, we're going to cut to the chase.
Let's go. Cut to the chase right here. And y'all do it. Because your boys showed up.
They showed that they're the best team in the NFC. But I got a question, though, because we know the Lions going to go for it on fourth down. I mean, we said that on the show last week. When they get the kickoff, all right, and it's touchback, and they get it on the 30 or 25, wherever it is, it's 4-down territory. The Vikings going for it on fourth down. Do you think that showed confidence in the quarterback or zero confidence in the quarterback not being able to get back down there? I'm asking you.
The Vikings quarterback he's talking about, right?
I thought about Shady when they were doing this, because Shady said something last week that was wise. Obviously, I praised Kevin O'Connell because he was speaking a lot of encouragement to Sam Darnold in the headset. And Shady was like, but would they have done that for Patrick Mahomes? Would they have done that for Jalen Hurts? Would they have done that for Lamar Jackson? I was like, no, of course they wouldn't have. What's interesting with the Lions game, and then I'll be done with it so you can finish your take, it's almost like the Vikings are convincing themselves they're as good as the Lions. Whereas the Lions know they're that good.
Come on, man.
Kevin O'Connell convincing Sam Darnold, hey, you are this, you are this, you are this. In the same way, that's the way the game was. If you know who you are, you stick to who you are. Right. You don't go for it on fourth down. That's not what you do. Yeah. Kevin O'Connell, you've had 50 games, probably 400 fourth downs, I'm guesstimating, maybe closer to 175, and you've gone for it twice.
Come on, man.
But yesterday against Detroit, you went for it twice because Detroit knows who they are, and you're trying to figure out who you are or convince yourself you're somebody who you're not necessarily.
Yeah, and that's why I believe the Lions show that they're the best team in the NFC, and everything has to come through Detroit. And if he was in Minnesota, he kicks those 2 field goals. Let's get the crowd noise behind our defense. Let's play some defense. But you're on the road. You know Dan Campbell's going to go for this thing on fourth down. You know they scored 33 points a game. You're thinking field goals is not going to win this game. Detroit has been the most consistent team all year long. They've been dominating people all year long, and they finished it off strong last night, dominating, getting the #1 seed. They proved they're the best team in the NFC. They got the best quarterback in the NFC right now, playing the hottest football. They probably got the best running back in the NFC outside of Saquon Barkley. He is like that.
Hey, don't say that. Just say they're one of the best.
One of the best running backs. You know, I know Saquon is one of the best running backs over there. But Detroit is the best team in the NFC, and they've proven it week in and week out. They undefeated on the road. They 15-2, and we not giving them enough respect. We still got our hand on our chin, and they keep showing us that they like that, man.
They are nice, and defense showed me something yesterday. Well, I already knew that people didn't know. You know, the Sam Darnold's crazy conversations now is like, okay, let's just chill a little bit because he shows who he really was. And he was seeing ghosts again. Was he not? But I don't get on him. We got another block for him later. Respectfully, we're going to give him his whole block because he deserves it. But when you look at the Eagles, though, and we are not the Packers. We are definitely not the Vikings, right? When you look at the matchups, I'm not saying who's going to win. I'm just saying when the Lions come to, when Philly come to Detroit.
Well, you got to get the first one done first. You're talking with a lot of confidence.
Packers,
that's go ahead.
All I'm saying is that when you look at the matchups, what y'all do best, we do best. Yo, y'all run the ball extremely well.
Yeah.
Yo, we stopped the run extremely well. Yo, y'all can throw this ball around. Hold up. We got good secondary.
Yeah, it's how they throw it, though.
Okay. And then on the other side, though, because we do not have Sam Darnold, the quarterback. Yo, Aaron Jones is nice. He's not Saquon. Smitty and A.J. Brown, So when we talk in this conversation, yes, the Lions are really, really good. Y'all got to the quarterback last night.
Yeah.
Would you do the same against the best offensive line in football? So, like, when we talk about matchups, I would love to see how it works out.
It'll be a good matchup.
That's
but
all I'm saying.
It will be in Detroit if it does happen.
It will. Yes, it will.
And I believe it's going to come down to the quarterback playing the best football to win that game. I'm taking Jared Goff to win that game at home over Jalen Hurts.
Over the most winning quarterback in the NFC.
I think he
over the
plays
most.
better.
I'm asking you. You take Jared Goff over the most winning quarterback in the NFC.
I think he plays better. I'm taking the quarterback that has been to the NFC Championship and the Super Bowl too, that knows how to get it done with two different.
The X factor for the Lions moving forward, man. You like that running back breakdown, don't
Gibbs
you?
is nice, bro.
Bro, he was making that look easy.
Like,
Gibbs crazy, bro.
Gibbs is crazy, Ben Johnson is crazy, and Jared Goff understands how to operate that system. Like, the Lions are very well put together. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, who can do the dirty work. You got Jameson Williams, who can take the top off. You got Jahmyr Gibbs, who's extremely explosive. You got Jared Goff, who's just a seasoned veteran. And then you got Ben Johnson, who's a mad wizard. Obviously, the Eagles' defense is the #1 total defense in football, #2 scoring defense in football. But, Shady, it will be one heck of a matchup if it gets there. If it gets there.
And this is how you beat them. Like, I know everything, right? You take Gibbs out the game. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You have to.
I'm taking the #2, the second year pro. I'm taking him out the game because he can run the ball and he can catch the ball. And he's explosive, right? Sometimes I might give up a 20-yard play or a 15-yard play, cool. But a guy like him, you give him that type of 20-yard play, that might be 60 yards, touchdown. It's a difference. And something that D'Amico Ryans, I played with him in Philadelphia, really, really smart dude, great coach. And he said, I forget when they played them, he was like, the way you beat the Lions, you make Jared Goff beat you. And if you watch that game when the Texans played the Lions, even though the Lions did win that game, he had 5 picks, more like 3 picks, because I think one was like the halftime, something like that. But he made Jared Goff stand in his pocket and beat us. We're not going to give you no easy games where it's you getting these 2nd and 5s, 3rd and 2s. Now the whole playbook's up. You stop the run and you make him throw the ball on 3rd and longs. And now you make him read. That's how you beat them. Now, it's hard to do because Jared Goff is playing at a high level this year, but the only model that I've seen that work is I'm taking the one from D'Amico Ryans. And I watched that game over and over again because I already felt like, okay, Eagles, Lions, NFC Championship game. So I've been watching it. And the way you beat them, man, or not even slow the offense down, you make it go through him because Jahmyr Gibbs will beat you.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, since that Texans game, it's a lot of pass plays off of the run game. And it's not shot plays. It's and the ball is out. And that is why I'm saying the Lions are so hard to guard because you got to deal with the run game, #1. And then when you fake this run and you get the ball out on these slip screens, it was 2-minute drive, and they threw 3-4 quick screens in a row. Like, we know it's quick. And that is what comes off of this, and then the shot plays come off it. So it's really hard to stop this Detroit offense because you got to deal with that on top of stopping the run game. Because when that ball comes out fast, now you got to go out there and tackle.
The Lions are hoping to get Dave Montgomery back, but Jahmyr Gibbs, in 4 games since Montgomery went down, he's the lead back, right? He gets all the carries. 23 touches a game, 153 total yards, and 8 touchdowns in the 4 games without Montgomery.
That boy's special,
He has taken the lead back role and run with it.
That running back class from 2 years ago, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs.
I called that out. Them dudes is nice.
You're mighty nice. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.